Boredom is a sin. Boredom is a sin because it means that you are ungrateful. You are ungrateful of what's available to you. You are ungrateful for the things around you. You are ungrateful of the possibilities that may exist around you. Boredom is a sin. Boredom is your inability to find something interesting. Boredom is your lack of prerogative to find something to pursue. Boredom is that and so much more. How does someone get bored? I think you get bored if you don't know what to do. You don't know the next step, so you just sit still. And maybe you sit there and you just feel bad for yourself, or you sit there and you think to yourself, this is boring. But I'll tell you what, if you are in school and most of us, most of you guys, if you are in school, you don't want to be in school. You're doing it for your future. That's a topic for a different day, but you're in school and you have no choice but to pay attention to this person that is speaking to you about something that you could give two shits about. How interesting. And let's be honest, if you are in that position, you chose to be in that position. You might think that I have no other choice, I have to do this in order to blah blah blah, future blah blah blah. But that's not the truth, you don't have to go to school. But with that said, you don't really have to do anything. But if something makes you feel a certain way that is not pleasing or not good, and you have to do it continually, why would you choose to do it continually? That's the question. And that's because we placate our energies into something that is secure or illusionarily secure. It might seem secure because you are doing something to quell your boredom or quell or destroy your free time. Well, that's another thing really quick. Killing time. Who has time to kill time these days? Everyone is fucking going around trying to find the greatest vitamins and exercise programs to extend their lives, and on the other hand, those same people are looking for video games online to kill time, or trying to find things to kill time. And why would someone want to kill time? Boredom. Boredom is a sin. Boredom makes you do strange things. Now, boredom may lead to curiosity. Maybe you're so bored that you want to go for a walk. Maybe you're so bored that you just try something new for the hell of it because you're so desperate to find something. And just like everything in life, there's a yin and yang, and if there's a bad, there's a good somewhere. There's always an outlier for everything. So it could lead to good things. It's not all the way bad, right? Like gluttony, for example. If you feed yourself to the point where you're so fucking fat you can't move, and that kind of like flips a switch in your head, and you go on this rampage where you're just exercising and eating clean and turn your life around, and in turn you influence those people around you who might have or would have went down the same path you did, but you stopped them with your story. So good to bad and bad to good. But I digress. Boredom is a sin. Boredom is a sin. If you find yourself bored, you can change that. You can change that by learning how to be interested in other things. If you tell me that your interests are watching TV and playing video games and nothing else, I could imagine you get bored quite often and quite easily. Watching TV and playing video games, again, there's a good and bad for everything. Watching TV and playing video games can be very entertaining. I personally don't watch TV, but I play video games. It's exciting, it's fun. But if it was all that I did and I had nothing else going on in my life, I'd be so sad. But anyways, the reason why I say it leads to boredom often and easily is because it has no way of progressing you as a human being. Playing hours and hours of video game and achieving levels and experience points within the game doesn't necessarily transfer into your own personal life. Pretty much, if the video game console was taken away or if the TV was taken away, you would have nothing. And thereby, you yourself as a person, a human being, an autonomous thing, have no real value anymore. You didn't really have value when you played video games and watched TV either, but even more so now. Compared to that of maybe getting yourself into, I don't know, art, some kind of art. Exercise, that's my thing, right? I worked as a personal trainer for 12 years. I was constantly educating myself. I was constantly reading. I was constantly talking with my clients, contemplating, experiencing, attempting, experimenting. And I never pursued those things in terms with the thought of, wow, I must do this in order to, I don't know, attain a degree or some shit. I did it because it was interesting. I did it because I was interested, and it brought me endless amounts of fun and interest. And I frankly can't remember the last time I was bored. I think it was when I was in college and I had to sit in that fucking class and listen to the professor. God bless those professors. They did the best they could, but accounting is only so much fun, you know? Calculus is never fun. Even the thought of calculus makes me want to. And I'm sure there's some crazy fucks out there that love it. And God bless you, because you're the ones that create the rocket ships and figure out how far we are from the sun and all that good stuff. But I'm not one of those motherfuckers. So that was it for me. Health and fitness. And when you study enough about health, you undoubtedly will be turned to nutrition. And nutrition is very much about chemicals. Food alters the chemicals in your body, as well as your thoughts and stuff like that. But sustenance-wise, we all eat food, and food has a big influence on how we feel, perform, and even think. Food is a huge proponent of our lives, and food is essentially chemicals. So those chemicals led me into studying those chemicals by reading more books on those chemicals. And then there's a group of people that say these chemicals are better, and the group of these people say that these chemicals are better. So I read both those books, and I made up my own mind. So without going too much into my own personal story, what I mean is that you must follow an art, some kind of art. Without art, life is dull. Life is too black and white. And who the fuck wants to live a black and white life? If you had the choice to buy a big screen TV, full fucking color, or pick a TV from, I don't know, they just made a TV that shows black and white for some reason, which one would you pick? Obvious answer, right? With color. Because color is imagination. Color is perception. Color is light. Different arrays of light. So without art, your life is dull. It's dull, it's boring, it's whack, black and white. You live and you die. It is what it is. It's so gross, man. Like my face. The faces that I made while I was saying that. Because I just felt that deep inside of me, like black and white. People that live that way. I feel so bad for them because I know that they get bored often, and boredom is a sin, and boredom makes you feel like shit. What a beautiful day, right? There's the sun. Nice little pond here. It's not a lot of nature in Busan. Well, there is if you go up to the mountains, but I live in the city. And I try to find nature wherever I can, and this is one of those places around me. Excuse my camera skills, but anyways, guys, I'll come back with more stuff later. I hope you enjoyed the video. Wow, I could like sense myself becoming a YouTuber, telling you to subscribe and leave a comment below. Check the link in the description box. There's no link. I'll see you guys soon.